Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So for Ethereum, we can still track here a bullish scenario. I'm going to start with that, and then we are going to take a look at the bearish one. Again, the bearish one remains primary expectation until we can break 1280 substantially. That is a key resistance level. So far, we haven't broken it. And so far, yeah, we are making still higher lows here, even though each low is only really slightly higher than the previous one. So we have come down quite strongly in this move down. As I said yesterday, the Ethereum chart looks better than the Bitcoin chart. So it looks generally more bullish than the Bitcoin chart because all of the proportions, they look a little bit better. Overall though, I do expect here that we still will see another lower low below 880, but we can continue to track the bullish scenario because I think it is only responsible to do it because we are in a very critical situation where even though there's a slight chance, there is a chance that we are here on a breakout, and we need to understand what it means, what needs to happen for this breakout to be successful. And unfortunately, the possible breakout scenarios that we had, most of them have been invalidated by making very strong retracements. And again, it is still possible based on this wave count, but it just always will get, it gets less likely when you have all of these strong retracements and overlaps. But for now, we can still track this as a wave 1 to the upside and a wave 2 down. That hasn't changed. That means we are now in wave 3 here in blue. We'll be somewhere up there. Doesn't really make sense to talk about targets now, but much higher. I think it was around $1,500 or $1,600. By the way, if we can break above 1280, there is really not a lot of resistance there. So from a move above 1280 would probably mean that we can get fairly quickly to that $1,700 level. Therefore, this level is so important. Now, we are therefore in the wave 3, and within the wave 3, we have, based on this, done a wave 1 and a 2. The wave 2 should really be finished now. Yes, it can still go a little bit lower. I explained that in the previous video. If we go lower in this wave here, it could still be a bullish scenario. However, it would have then also got a bit less likely, and the wave count would be a bit different. It would mean that no, we don't have here the wave 2, and no, this is not a wave 1 and this is not a wave 2. It means that all of this was just an A, B, C correction, and the blue wave 2 low will be down here. Now, it doesn't really make sense now to think about that in too much detail because it hasn't happened yet. Just wanted to make you aware that this is sort of the last possibility the bulls will have should we go below $1,000. For that, we need to stay above 880. Now, the situation is, due to this strong retracement, we now really need to move impulsively to the upside, fairly strong in a wave 3, need to go above that swing high here at $1,100, would then need to break above the 1280 level, and only then we can say with a higher likelihood if this is a breakout pattern. So this has been key resistance, and it will be. How would a breakout need to look like? Well, we would now need to move up, as I said, impulsively from here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, move all the way up, above the 1280 level in 5 waves. That would be then here this wave 3 in orange. And this is how a breakout could look like. And this is what needs to happen. We need to move to these price levels. So first of all, this orange, we are basically in a wave 3 in blue, but within that we have done 1 and 2 in orange, and we're waiting for the third wave in orange within the blue wave 3. That should be a wave 3 within a wave 3, and that should be the most bullish wave. So if the market is entertaining this scenario here, we really need to see it moving now, and quite strongly, to be clear. Now, if we don't, it's not this scenario, and this is anyway only the alternative. But yeah, we would need to move in this yellow wave at least to 1450. Then we can say with higher certainty, okay, this is really a breakout scenario. Until then, we have to focus on the bearish one, which indicates that we've come down already, or that we are already in the sell-off here, in the impulsive move down. And we had a wave 4 peak here. We are now in the wave 5. within the wave 5, we are in this 5-wave move. Completed already the wave 1, completed the wave 2, we are now in the wave 3. Wave 3 target would be $722, and we might have only completed wave 1 of this, so it might actually go a bit lower, depending on how this structure is going to look like, but it seems like it's a very long wave 1. So we'll see how this is going to turn out. Before the before the before the CPI data today was released, we at least reached the target for the wave 4 here, and then came down in a wave 5, finished off this wave 1. Would now expect a retracement to the upside. That would have to be a wave 2 within a wave 3. So target for that would sort of be between, minimum it would need to do would be 1103, ideally 1136 to 1215. From here then I would expect it to reverse to the downside in a wave 3 of a wave 3. Now, is this the right wave count? I'm a bit unsure, because it would be in contrast to what Bitcoin is doing. The other alternative would be that this here was similar to Bitcoin. That might be what I'm going to go with. Just want to wait a little bit until we see a little bit further structure emerging here. Could really be that all of this was just a WXY as on the Bitcoin chart, and we move all of this further. Say that this here was just a wave 1, but still based on that we would now expect the wave 2 to the upside, a 3 down, a 4 up, and a 5 down. So we'll see. I'm going to wait how more of this structure is now going to emerge. Ethereum is a little bit less clear, but also here primarily expected lower prices, and I'm going to keep you updated here about Ethereum. And also very important, this trend line here, I think we can move it now. And again, it always depends. Do you use the wicks? Do you use the bodies? You can do it various ways, but most of these ways indicate that we have actually broken out of this pattern here. That we've broken out of this trend line to the downside. We're now retesting it and would then move further down. Now that would then be a very short wave 2. We'll see. But for me, primarily still lower prices. There are various ways, how this can now unfold. Even if we have a stronger retracement now to the upside, or a stronger move to the upside, this could also, like Bitcoin, what I said, the other bearish alternative for Bitcoin would be that we do here something like a WXYXZ pattern, and that we then start the sell-off. So this can extend a little bit, unfortunately, until we break below the $1,000 level. Things are a little bit less clear. We're basically in a range, and until you break out of a range, things are always a little bit less clear. At least then we have a clear direction. So stay tuned for further sell-off. I would expect first a bit of a retracement to the upside, a recovery, before we then come down further, and then we'll make lower lows here for Ethereum. Exception would be if we move above 1280. That would, for at least for now, invalidate this imminent sell-off scenario, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, and that is my view about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.